BoxingWiz.com here in association with FightHype.com with Derek Santos, the trainer of Vitor Belfort. Coach, as the coach, did you mind the late minute heavyweight replacement?
No, at the end of the day, it's better. Fighting is better than not fighting at all, right? For this type of fight, which is a fight that's featuring legends, obviously it'd be a little different if the business side of it was different. But I'm glad that, credit to Triller, credit to the Heavyweight Factory, to Evander's team, and to Vitor's team. They were able to get this together very quickly and able to put an event together for the fans to enjoy.
Now, I don't know if Evander showed us everything, but comparing the two workouts, Vitor has more snap, especially in that left hand. Do you think he's going to be the liver, more spunkier fighter?
Sure, I would imagine so. Listen, I have a great deal of respect for Evander Holyfield over the last couple of years. We've had a friendship, befriended him. I have a great deal of respect for him and his people. So, I'm not going to look to the side and pretend that he wasn't the Hall of Famer he was, and power is the last thing that leaves you. But, of course, I expect my guy to be a better mover if that's what you're getting at.
Well, mover, and from what I see, maybe the reflexes.
Correct. Yes, I would expect so, and like you said, change is change, but I think my fighter has a little bit of an advantage over that because in MMA, the mentality with so many different disciplines and the last minute changes, they have to be ready kind of for anything, as to where a boxer, he's working on one particular thing, something he sees exploits, and so when it's a last minute change, that sometimes can get everybody ruffled. Oh, who's got video on this guy? What is he doing? What's that? So, I think it's a little better for him to handle than what would be for a fighter or a boxer.
Now, obviously, the first one of these types of fights that we've seen, legends, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, it didn't really have the outcome that we wanted. Do you think Vitor can give us what we were lacking in that fight?
Well, as we later came to find out, there was certain stipulations. I'm not sure who put the stipulations up. I think everybody saw that Mike could have turned it up at any time he wanted to, but I don't, whatever their agreement was, I think Mike respected Roy too, and to a point, wasn't looking to hurt Roy, and I have a great deal of respect for Roy too, but I think you could tell that. I think the fans weren't fooled by that, and Mike was in great shape. Yeah, I do think that we're going to be busier, and we're going to put in some work. Again, last minute change, so this is more like, okay, we want to put out a good performance for the fans.
Are there any stipulations for your fight since you brought it up?
Not that I know of. I have not been told of any stipulations that were put forward, so I don't think so. And as far as I'm concerned, like I said, you got to be careful. Evander, I know he's older, but he's very healthy in terms of body, and he's a type of fighter that is always going to be dangerous, So, we're just looking to put a good performance. This is the first time Vitor gets to box since he was young. So, hopefully this will be the first of several that come down the road.
And how long have you been working with him?
With Vitor, on and off for years when he was in the MMA, but it's been about 4 months since he came back and said, I want to box completely, and there were some thoughts of here and there who we could get in there, and as we know what happened with Oscar and his situation, hopefully he recovers and we can go back around to that, and now we're here. So. But
basically no interruptions, 120 days together.
No, I give Vitor a lot of credit. He has a lot of things in his life, and let me tell you, Vitor does not need to do this. He's financially sound. He's got a lot of other business things that he's involved in. But he told me, he said, Coach, I promise I'll give you 100% focus. I'm not going to go out there and half-ass it. I'm going to give you what you want, and we'll do the best we can out there, and that's what he's done. So I've been very proud of him.
All right, well, Derek Santos, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me.